Hello, my name is Stephen Ikebude. I welcome you to yet another episode of the Stephen Ikebude Show. You already know why and what we are doing here. In this show, our primary intention is to diarize the migrant stories, the untold facets of migrants who have lived here, abroad, and in different parts outside of their homes. Today on this show, we have a special guest of honor. He is our first, and I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Cyril Omoregie. Welcome to the show.
My pleasure, my brother. Yes.
No be small thing.
Of course.
They say the journey of 1,000 miles, start from one step.
1 kilometer,
Yes.
one step.
Yes. I welcome you.
Thank you, my pleasure.
I welcome you. In this journey of trying to make sure that we get a podcast that makes sure that the stories of migrants from different countries in the world who find themselves in different places abroad get to be told by the migrants themselves.
Of course.
And it has not been a journey that one would call lightly, but we know that there are thousands out there who are desirous of migrating to different parts of the world. And I know personally from my own story that it has not been quite easy. Tell me, what was it that enabled you, that pushed you away from your home country, and why did you decide that it is going to be here?
Well, initially, I would say I did not have that urge to travel. Okay? After secondary school, I did some menial job in my hometown, Edo State, Benin City.
Nigeria, you mean?
Yes, Nigeria.
Okay.
So there was a need to leave my home state to Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. So I was there for 2.5 years. And my big brother was already in Spain at this time.
When you mean this time, what year?
That was 1998.
Okay.
1998. So I left Benin, Edo State, 1998. And that same year, my brother traveled to Spain. So around 1999, he asked me to come over. I said no, because then I was studying University of Abuja. So a year later, 2020, he also extended that same invitation. I was a bit hesitant because it was not by flight.
Okay.
You understand me? So because I was not so desperate, I did not see reason to travel by land. That was 99, 2000 second offer. Then when it gets to 2001, then I was rounding up my program in school. He extended the invitation again, not just to me, to my other immediate elder brother, some of my cousins, his in-law then. So we were quite much, so I have to accept the invitation.
And this was what year? 2020?
2001.
2001.
Yes.
Wow.
So, as I say, the urge was not there.
Yes.
But then I was like, I may not have this opportunity again. So I remember then I was writing my project in school.
Okay.
I did accounting. So I have to go to my project supervisor, please accept this work the way it is. I can type and print. And the man was like, come back next week, come back 2 weeks time. I went on my knees begging him.
For you to accept your project.
Just to make sure I was done with it before traveling. But then the man was not giving me that audience. So I left. I have to travel. I went back to Benin. I was in Benin for 1 month to prepare for the journey. That is how I traveled. So I did not really plan for it. I was not really desperate to travel. But then my brother was calling, come. I was like,
if I understood you correctly, you left your project uncompleted.
yes,
Left the many years you've already spent in a university in the University of Abuja. You left it.
yes.
You left those years.
Yes, the mindset was, oh, I want to go within 1 year, I'll be back.
Aha.
You understand me? So
Okay.
that was the idea. Though I tried to make sure I complete it because I've written it. He has approved the chapters. Just to approve for typing and binding. That was what was remaining.
When you said by flight, what do you mean by you weren't
By flight, I get your question.
enthused? Like
Yes.
the journey was not going to be by flight. What do you mean?
Okay. People travel by flight, you get your visa, you buy your flight ticket and travel by air.
Yes.
That was the one. But the offer I had was to travel by road, which means we have to pass through the Sahara Desert.
What?
Then we have to pass through the Mediterranean Sea before we find our way in Spain. So it was a whole lot of experience.
So you knew all of this beforehand.
Of course, what happened was, that is why I said I was not so desperate. The first offer came, I was not willing to go. Then my brother, I remember my brother picked one of our friends. You know, the guy traveled with my brother.
Then, when you were still hesitant.
Yes. Even my immediate elder brother was also not willing to go. So my brother took another guy in place of us because he was going with other people.
By the same Sahara Desert?
Yes, he was in Spain already,
Okay.
but he had that
Contact.
He had that contact and he had some passengers to take. So he wanted us to join them.
Please, I am. You ended up coming to Europe.
Yes.
You migrated through that same route.
Exactly.
Tell us about the route.
Hi. There is a slogan for we that pass through that road. It is travel by bidon, survive by Hamza. You know what is Hamza?
No, I don't.
Okay, that is that French bread, which they normally use for bogata.
French bread, which they normally use for what?
Bogata now.
Bogata.
Yes.
Okay.
No, what's bogata?
I don't.
Sandwich, the normal long.
Sandwich.
No, the normal long sandwich.
Okay.
Not the sliced bread.
Yes.
The long one. It's called bogata. Bogata.
In French language.
I think in English also.
Okay.
I stand to be corrected.
Okay.
But then, so that bread in Arabic is called Hamza.
Okay.
That's the bread.
Yeah.
So then the bidon, the slogan was travel by bidon, survive by Hamza, the bread. So the bidon is the keg of water.
Okay.
We used to, everyone has his own keg, just the way each advocate has his own keg too. So that was the slogan. So the idea is not, I try to forget those things, but then the memory is still there. When we left Nigeria, we passed through, the last state in Nigeria we passed through was Kebbi State.
That is in the north.
Yes, Kebbi in the north. From Kebbi to Niger Republic. From Niger to Mali. From Mali to Algeria. Algeria to Morocco. Then Morocco we crossed the sea. So there is this one experience we had. I didn't want to go there.
Please go, please do.
So the van, there's this Hilos. I don't know if it's Toyota product, but we call it Hilos.
Yes, Hilos is Toyota.
Yes, this small 4x4 pickup. They normally used to transport passengers in the desert. At times you can see 10
Yes.
at a go with like 30 to 50.
We have seen that. We have seen those in movies.
30 to 50
Yes.
passengers in each of the pickup. So one of our journey, we were actually going to, is it Tripoli? I think so. We're supposed to go. Tripoli is in Libya.
Yeah.
But the drivers, they took us to one village called Khalid
Okay.
in Mali.
Okay.
That Khalid probably is no more than, there are no more than 10 houses in the village. And the village has a guy's name, which is 7 kilometers to Hellfire.
Oh.
So that should give you an idea. You understand me? Number one, almost there is no water. Almost there is no water. It is in that village I saw goats eating cotton. Goat,
Paper?
yes, cotton.
Yeah, cotton.
Chewing cotton. It was in that village I saw bird flying and fall down, start shaking and die. So we find ourselves there. It was not funny. We tried to argue with the drivers. Not just one van, a lot of vans.
I mean, how many days was this?
No, it was, I can't remember, but it was weeks or days, up to 2 weeks or 3 weeks of traveling.
For the same on the same route from Kebbi State to.
Yes, yeah. I think it took us up to 2 or 3 weeks to get to Morocco. But no, we stayed sometime in Algeria.
Okay.
And then there is Nigerian ghettos, because the ghetto, Nigerian man will rent a big house to receive passengers. So it is there they will rest. Those that don't have money, they will call their family to send them money through that office.
Yes.
Before you now continue.
Okay.
Your journey.
So there are rest points.
Yes, so to say. Yeah, there are. So that was one experience in Khalid. It was not falling.
When you say 7 kilometers to Hellfire.
Yeah, it's because of the hardship there, the sun.
Oh.
It was very hot. It was very hot, and it's like in the middle of the desert also. So, and they call it 7 kilometers to Hellfire because some people might not survive living that place.
Did you see anybody who lost his or her life in the process?
Of course.
In your own, with your own eyes,
Let me tell you, while we were in Khalid, that small village, they brought some passengers. That passengers, they were 56, but their pickup had problem inside the desert. So they were stranded in the middle of the desert, and 50 out of 56 lost their life. So what I'm trying to say is, they brought 6. So that 6, one was then later became my friend because we met in Morocco. There was a Nigerian lady they were all Nigerians, one lady from my state that was showing us her body. Another Nigerian man was eating the woman's flesh life
as food.
Yes.
Due to
because no water, no food.
Due to hunger.
Yes, though that one was not an excuse to feed on another human being. Under the woman's breast, the fleshly part of the woman. So when the woman recovered herself, got some strength, she tried to fight the man. You understand me? So that was one horrible thing we experienced. Then, though the guy that fed on that woman later lost his life too. He could not survive.
Yeah, because the hardship of the hunger.
He could not survive. So that was one bad experience. Even though I was not there in the desert when it happened, but I saw victims. They were without water for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Before they were rescued.
When you say that people who do not have money call through that office, so there were those who actually had money. So how do you pay as you travel, or is it a one-time fee that you pay ahead?
Usually, we don't just pay. We have people who call the guide man.
The what?
Guide man.
Okay.
Probably, I don't know where the word come from. If it is from guide, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they call them guide man.
Okay.
So these are people that have experience in that road. Because there are people that travel the road.
Yes.
So if they take passengers from Nigeria to Morocco, they will go back by flight to take other passengers. So they know areas where they will stop and rest. You understand? So it is those people they pay to. In my own case, I was not having access to cash.
Okay.
It is my brother that made all the
Payments.
arrangements.
Okay.
My own is so person will come and take you guys. They send
And
us money.
the payments included feeding, water,
Yeah.
transportation.
We also bought food, coconut, gari, sardine.
along the route.
Yes, before we leave Benin, everyone has his own bag.
Ah.
Yes, we had
Okay.
some things.
Okay.
Yes.
So there were provisions that you had to personally make. for
Yes,
yourself.
that's why I told you I went to Benin. To
Stayed 1
prepare.
month.
Yes. So other people that were traveling with us, they were all. Someone came, lectures us the journey we are about to face. You understand me? Everything. So people had informed idea of what they stand to face. So
Were you told that people die on the route?
no one will tell you that. If we are traveling in the desert, you see shallow graves. They will not even dig the grave. It sounds as in you see some. You just see you may be seeing the person. Probably the sand, the wind has blew the sand away from the body.
As at 2001, who would expect that there is a lot of information, videos that people actually know about
That's what
this
I'm
route?
saying. They were. Even,
And you were comfortable.
yes, that is why I said initially I was not willing to go. And also, we were not told the main story.
How was it when you finally crossed, while you were crossing the water? Now you have gone through the land.
Okay, I'm still talking about the land. Number one, for the land, you'll be seeing the sky touching ground in the desert. So to say, if you are at one point, the sky will be touching ground. The more you go, you can't see the end of that, of your journey now.
Yes.
You will not see, but you'll be thinking, oh, it will end there, the sky is already touching ground there. So we now find ourselves in Morocco. Time to cross. Okay, in my own case, I had issue. I was deported from Morocco to Algeria.
Okay.
We were in Morocco normal. Though now they can freely live there.
Yeah.
Nigerians and other West African countries can freely live in those areas. So in my own case, police stopped me on the way. I gave them my passport. They said no. They took us by bus and dropped us in the border between Morocco and Algeria because they know that we came through Algeria. So Algeria police rescue us and ask us, you are going to Spain, right? We say yes. Okay, don't worry. In the evening, we'll show you where to go. They directed us to go.
Wow.
You understand? So that was one thing. Then we were, like I was in Morocco for some time, close to 1 year. Close to 1 year because at times we would try to cross the sea. The sea might not be okay. When I say it's not okay, there might be too much waves.
Okay.
And there are ways we check if it's safe to
make
travel.
the cross.
Yes, so it happens. People that will leave the same house with us, they will go and say they did not come back.
Oh boy.
I've seen somebody close to me, very close to me.
Because we see quite a lot of videos
Yeah, it's true.
coming up in the news and how
It's true. Somebody very close to me. When I say very close to me, we are together. Okay, see you, safe journey. They go and they did not come
What
back.
was the life you were expecting to live when you migrate through this route?
Well,
What were you hoping to see abroad or
as they say,
expectations?
greener pastures, better lives. Right? So if not for a better life, better than the one we were living in back home, no one will want to travel. So the expectation is there. Like me, I was not thinking too much. I remember there was this thought I had. that if I get to Spain, I'm going to get a very fine suit for myself, a short suit. So that, you said the expectation.
Yes.
So I have seen the picture of the suit. So I was seeing myself putting on that suit. So it was one of my immediate expectations that, yes, I'll dress fine, make pictures, send pictures back home.
That you have arrived.
Yes. But of course, I was fortunate. I crossed. The place I crossed from Morocco to Spain, I think the journey took us 45 minutes on top of the water.
Okay.
But that 45 minutes to me was like 45 hours.
Why?
Because it's far. For me, I've never traveled in the sea before,
Okay.
or on top of the water before. So now, it's not a good experience. The same thing, you'll be seeing the cloud touching the water. You understand? On top of the water.
Showing that,
It's very far.
indicating nearness.
Not really. Because when you are seeing far, now the cloud, you'll not be seeing the cloud as if it's touching the ground. But the more you go, the same thing. You drive 50 kilometers, the same thing.
The farther it is.
Yes, exactly.
What kind of, is it a boat, a ship?
Arab people call it Zodiac. It is made with balloon, with rope on the side, and has this engine that powers it.
How many people were in this?
I can't remember, but up to 40, 50.
Did anybody fall off while you were?
No. In my trip, we were successful. It was fine.
You said you waited 1 year in Algeria before
In Morocco. Yes.
before that trip
Yes.
for 45 minutes was made.
Yes. Every time.
Wait, hold on. You stayed 1 year in Algeria,
In
Morocco, just to ascertain
to cross.
if it is safe to cross.
No, not just that. At times, the fund might not be there. Probably we might be waiting for fund. In this case, for my brother to send fund.
Okay.
So even when the fund is there, if the water is not, maybe like winter time, wherever the winter period meets there, you cannot cross the sea.
So whatever your brother paid, or whatever the funding that was made available from the outset of the journey, it wasn't enough.
No, it was to Morocco. Journey, it was
From Nigeria, okay, from Nigeria to Morocco.
So crossing the sea was another deal entirely.
Okay.
It was another deal. So, but then we were waiting. We were busy. We were hustling.
What do you mean? What kind of hustle? No, the moment you said flight.
Yeah. Like
What kind of hustle? Because for 1 year, did you have the permit to work?
No.
So
when I say hustle, at times new people will come. We will receive them, give them house. Me and my brother rented a big house. We sublet the house to new people.
Okay.
Some of these people are scared to go to the market. We really want to go do shopping for them. Some we want to receive Western Union from their family. We really want to receive it and get our percentage. So we are fortunate. We are just hustling to survive.
Okay. So the history and knowledge of now the place you were became a tool
to survive,
like a service that you are rendering.
Exactly.
Not only to survive, but to aid those who are coming there as new.
Exactly.
And you did this for 1 year.
Yeah, more or less, if not more than.
And in this way,
a little bit more than 1 year.
How were you keeping in touch with your brother, or through email or
telephone?
Direct phone call.
Yes, we had phone call already. We got phone. Then it was through phone call. It wasn't funny. Then after some time, precisely October 2002 was when I eventually crossed to Spain. And the funny part is, upon the distance in the sea, the part of the sea, the seashore where they dropped us, there were evidence that it was a stopping point.
They were what?
Evidence that that place is a stopping point.
Yes.
You know what that means? There were signs, you see old clothes from people that have stopped there before. Because we had our clean clothes.
Yes.
To change, you know. So what we are putting on, you have to change to look good as you are going inside the city.
Okay.
You understand me? So people change their clothes. You see containers of mineral. There were evidence that people
had been here before.
No, steady. So what it means that those people that the transporters,
yes,
they are very familiar with the
routes.
Yes. And the funny part again, immediately we got there, everyone started celebrating, calling families.
Wow.
Within 15-20 minutes, the territory police have already arrived there. So those one also knows that people have arrived. And they came to rescue us.
Rescue?
So to say. Though we landed safely, but it was still rescue because this was already October ending. It was a bit cold already. So they came, gave us blankets, took us to police station. I was among the fortunate ones that we are allowed to go. While some people were detained.
On the same day? The same day you got there or?
I can't remember. Maybe, yeah, either the same day or the next day.
Where did you ask people to go? Like, where?
Yeah,
into the streets?
Yes. It's even better.
How? What do you mean? How?
Because people were detained and taken to the deportation camp and returned back to...
Okay.
Of course.
So after this perilous journey, many were returned back to Nigeria?
Of course. It's an exercise they do every time.
So what were the conditions that were met by those that were let?
I would say no special condition. I can't really say. Because we were just fortunate, so to say. You understand? Because when police comes, you don't know your fate. If they allow you entrance or they'll ask you to go. The document they gave us was we should leave within 3 months.
Okay.
So let's assume we were on transit. They give you a police statement that you must leave the territory within 3 months. So within that 3 months, we try to sort ourselves out. Go to local government office, register an address that we live here, and all that.
Okay. Yeah. Started building ways to
exactly.
So this was how you got to the land of the greener pasture.
So that was 2002 October. Then fortunately for me, in 2005, there was a government policy in Spain to give 1 million immigrants resident permits. So government policy means they open the portal that you can apply. They'll give you conditions, requirements for application, which was very easy. So almost everybody that was illegal at that point were legal.
Were legalized?
Yes.
Their stay were legalized?
Yes.
During that program?
So that was when I got my resident permit 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yes.
It's sincerely speaking, if you would consider comparison between what you went through and the amount that you paid, would you consider the journey cheap? Or would you consider it too expensive that money cannot quantify?
Well, before I answer your question, I want to say this. After I find myself in Spain, I wouldn't want to hear anyone tell me about Morocco. You understand me? Yes.
Okay.
I will explain. There are some people. I did the same thing. I called to one of my cousin and another friend. Oh, I'm in Morocco the same morning. But after I got to Spain, I realized it was not okay. They did not send me the journey.
True.
They were not in my plan. You understand when I started?
Yes.
So me too, because of how stressful and how risky, not just the money to support someone now, but the risky part of it, I was not a party for anyone to take that same route.
Oh, you do not advise anybody.
Exactly.
So that means,
But that was then.
yes.
But after some years, 4 5 years later, it was a bit okay.
The route.
Yes. Well, the route still have its own danger, but living in Morocco was now okay. So Nigerians can live legally, interleave.
When you say Nigerians, are Nigerians the only one who went back?
No, I'm talking about Nigeria because I'm a Nigerian and I'm looking at it from a Nigerian perspective.
No, I just want to know because...
No, they are Senegals.
Okay, Senegalese.
Malians.
Okay.
Mauritanians. All Africa, Ghanaians.
Okay.
All African people pass through that route. Many use Libya route. So me, I did not pass through Libya. I passed through Morocco, Algeria, Morocco. So it's all Africans. All Africans. Wow. Even the Moroccans, they also travel by ship, not ship, by the boat,
yes,
to cross.
To cross.
So that was one way they cross. Another way people cross over, there are, I think, about 2 islands in Morocco territory managed by Spain. The island is in Morocco territory, but it is managed by Spain. One of them is Melilla. It's called Melilla. So what it means is, if you are inside the island, you are in Spain.
Spanish territory, yes.
Even though it's still back of the river.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people, they used to cut barbed wire to enter there.
Okay.
That is how we say it, because the island is fenced with barbed wire.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So people will cut
just to go in.
So people did that. Then another thing which was very risky was crossing with cars, with vehicles.
Wow. How risky was it?
They can put people inside the engine to cross.
Shit, man.
The way they will position a human being inside a car.
Wait, hold on. When you say engine,
yes,
they create spaces around.
There are different ways they do it. Even near the steering.
But the engine will be on. The car will
that's why I say it's risky. At times when you see the civil guy, territory guard, rescuing some of these people, some cannot stand, they cannot talk. They put some people near the steering.
Shit.
I remember
when you go ahead.
They can even remove the seat, car seat, and place somebody there and put
the car seat back.
Yes. So they are
just to conceal people, to move risky. Them in by road inside.
Yes.
The closed cabinet.
Do you know that a normal 5-seater car can take up to 20 people?
No, I don't know that.
Oh.
How am I supposed to do that?
Yes.
A normal 5-seater car takes 20 people.
Up to, or even more. First, they will remove the back seat. Somebody will sit down, that will sit down on top, that will sit on top, like that. Yes. These are experience.
When you now finally got to Spain, it took you 3 years to be able to find yourself legalized.
Yes.
My question is, when you now go to Spain, got interrogated by the police, allowed to go into the general populace. After a while living in Spain, before you now got yourself legalized, do you at any point in time think that journey was worth it?
Well, big question. The truth is, there's always a regret. But we try consoling ourselves with a better life ahead. So thinking about, what I was trying to do was avoiding regretting the journey, especially coming to Spain. And that year was one of the worst years in Spain, 2003. There was economic hardship, no work. So, but in my own case, I was trying to study the language.
Okay.
So it got to a point, I was even the oldest person in the class because there was no job. So instead of me being at home,
you went to seek.
I keep going to class. So people that started with me, I already stopped coming over a year.
You continue.
I keep going. So that really helped me up to today. My level in Spanish is still very okay, even though I'm out of Spain for the past 8 years.
When people say language acquisition is an integral part to acculturation, to be a part of any new society, in this case, as we're discussing migration.
Yep.
Do you think that in your own case that it was true, and how did it play a part?
That is 100%. You understand me? 100% in that language plays important role in integration. Coming to a new country. Spain was a bit easy for me to live. I do business. Apart from the normal secular work, I was into business too, so I can relate very well. And I'll take you a small throwback. Last year, I went to renew my permit. I still have my indefinite, not indefinite,
your permanent stay
in Spain. The document got expired many years before I went to renew it. It was actually because of the Corona period.
Okay,
and all
COVID,
that.
okay.
So I went to renew after 4 years of expiration. It was a bit challenging. But I could do it because I still speak the language. I was able to give them reason why I need it.
In their own language.
Of course, even though they told me, we can't renew this, I told them I need it. And of course, so the person attending to me, the policewoman, have to go to her boss office. They did meeting in my case and all that. But if not that I could still speak the language, I'm sure by now I would have been denied of that resident permit. So
you just mentioned now that you went back to Spain. It means that you do not live in Spain anymore.
Of course.
You live in a different country in Europe.
Yes.
And you said 80 years you've not been in Spain.
I visit, but I'm out of Spain officially, living in another place for the past 8 years.
So, if you left Nigeria for Spain, lived in Spain, became a permanent resident in Spain, what are you doing elsewhere? The greener pasture that you're supposed to find in Spain.
Yes.
What happened to it?
I will explain. There is what the Bible says, that time and unforeseen circumstance befalls us all at times. So in my own case, I was a shipping agent around between 2010 to 2014. So I had a registered business in Spain. And I do cargo service also, which means I sell containers to my country, Nigeria.
Okay.
But the unforeseen happened. My clearing agent in Nigeria did not bring out my container. Right? I had 3 containers. The idea was the first one, which I shipped 3 weeks before the second one. When it comes out from there, we can clear the second one. But the first one did not come out. I traveled to Nigeria. I was in Nigeria for 1 year, trying to bring out the goods. I eventually lost 2 out of the containers.
Lost? What do you mean? What do you mean by lost?
We could not clear them. I could not bring them out.
Were they carrying contraband?
No. As I said, there were 3. The one I cleared, then I paid 7.5 million naira demurrage, which is penalty for not bringing it out on time. Whereas the agreed clearing fee was given to the agent, which was just 1,900,000.
Can we say Nigeria happened to you then?
Exactly. That's why I said the unforeseen occurrence.
Shit.
You understand? So if the first one, it came out after 6 to 7 months, I paid penalty, so to say, of 7.5 million.
This what year was this? Sorry that I had to.
2017.
Okay.
2017. So the other two, I've also stayed 7 to 8 months there in the seaport in Lagos. So I was trying to negotiate with the director of the seaport. He was actually an Indian man. He was not yielding. He said, I would not expect him to lose his money to me. He hired that place from the government, Nigerian government, so he's managing it. So if he give me discounts from what has been accumulated, it's a loss to him. So considering what I've lost from the first one, I was like, it was not worth it putting money
to
get the other two. So it was not easy. So it was when I now went back to Spain. After 1 full year in Nigeria, I could not cope in Spain because now I don't have capital
anymore to continue your business.
And apart from the capital, all my customers for 1 year, there was no one waiting for me.
No,
all of them are finding their way.
Life move.
So coming to Spain, no work, and apart from that, before this time, I can say 6 years I did not work for any person.
You were doing only your business.
For myself.
Yes.
I even had people working for me. So, and then the Spanish economic crisis have started. It started 2008. So things was a bit rough then, this time. So there was no work for people. So we were surviving with that business. So I had no choice. When I came back to Spain, I had to beg my family to allow me to travel to another country to start life afresh.
So by now you have a family.
Of course.
So while you were integrating, you were also building family.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. I got married in 2006.
2006. That's like 3 to 4 years.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. 4 years.
Yeah, because you said you got there 2002. Then 4 years after.
4 years. So
okay, 3 years after you got your permit. Then the 1 year after you got married. Okay.
No, just 1 year after I got my permit. I got my permit in 2005.
Yeah, and then 1 year after.
And that was my backbone. So
no. It shows you were.
Of course.
Your mind was in the game.
Having the permit was my power.
Yes.
I can walk. I can walk legally. That was it. So I got married in 2007. I had my first child.
Okay.
So 2018, I have to leave Spain alone to start life afresh.
And that was where we got to meet here in Finland.
In Finland. So it has not been easy because Finland is a very cold country.
It is.
And me on my own, I'm allergic to cold. So it was because I had no choice. You understand me? Mm-hmm. The situation I was so hard that I have to look beyond that cold.
Is it possible to say that the moment you got your permit, a part of you, a part of the pain, the whole stress of traveling via the route you traveled in with, the weight became lighter?
Well, much before I got the permit, I've already started forgetting the experience.
But now legalizing your stay puts you in a better position,
of course,
as a legal resident.
Of course.
So where I'm saying this is for those who tend to be carried away, because the right to residency is very important. It supersedes every other right you might have in wherever you are, in whatever country. It's personally, in my own experience, I would say that you cannot be talking about the right to walk, the right to
drive a car,
to do all other things you would choose to do if you do not have a legal right to stay in the country that you are in.
Like the few years I was without resident permits gives me a new mindset. So when I got my resident permit, I made a vow within myself that I can never be an illegal immigrant in any other part of the world. Never.
You said this?
Yes, it's a vow.
To yourself?
Yes.
Do you still live by that vow?
Of course. Of course. So even if you tell me, oh, if I go to this country, I can earn 10,000 euros in a month. If I'm not going to be legal and have my freedom, travel whenever I want, I will not go to that.
Why? At what point did you get to this resolution?
Yeah, the number one, being illegal for some time. I know I won't say setback, but then it was not okay. Number one, because of my Christian faith.
Okay.
It was not proper.
In what way does your religious faith put you in a bad light regarding immigration?
Number one, the Bible says we should be submissive to the human rulership.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So, being illegal, there is no country or no government will be happy that they have illegal immigrants in their midst. I don't know if you understand that. There is no government
yes.
will be happy that people come illegally to their country.
To their country.
Yes.
Because already at the point of entering their country, they're already disobeying their laws.
Exactly. So which is
contradictory to the teachings of the...
So I already had that experience. Should I say I made that mistake, even if there was some misinformation?
In the process of you coming.
Exactly. So, but then with that experience, it was a vow. I can never do it.
So, if we were to go back to the very day that you got into Europe, you got accosted by the police, you were allowed into the country. Did you get to meet your brother who was living in Spain on that same day?
No, not on that same day. I think it was after some weeks.
So you were still everywhere?
Yes, I remember when the police asked us to go, because one thing about me, many people, then there were some countries in Africa that were having unstable governments, maybe war.
Okay, yeah.
I can't remember which country. So I remember then many people go about those countries to use it for asylum.
Okay, to apply for asylum status.
So now when police stop, as police rescue us, police, where are you from? They will mention
those countries,
give themselves a name from that country. You have to cram the name of the president of that country.
Just in case.
Yes, but in my own case, no. Everything about me, of course, I'm a Nigerian. Till today, I'm a Nigerian. My correct age, my correct name, the way it is from birth and all that. So mine was a bit easy. Because those people that use other countries to seek for asylum, I did not seek for asylum. I came, police rescued us. After 2 days, they asked us to go. But some people that use other countries, it was difficult for them because they needed to change.
Yeah, to regularize it.
Okay, now so they want to put in for papers. They don't have any person in the country. They have used to, the information they give the government. They don't have any person there. For example, Uganda. You don't have any person in Uganda. You have no been to Uganda.
And you can't change it now that you are in.
Exactly. So it was a bit hard for many people. So for those that are watching this, I also advise, use your real information.
From the get-go.
From the beginning. From the beginning, right from that application, if you are married, you are married. Because some people hide some information, thinking later they will come and add it. No, for me,
could it be also that those who actually give those falsified information are doing so because some other people have advised them to do so?
Of course, that's it now. That's it. I told you a while ago that many people go to make research about those countries that are having civil unrest, that are having wars and other things in their country. and claim to be from those countries. Because then Nigerians were not really given entrance. You understand me? Because you don't have any reason to come. Your country is okay, so to say.
Yeah,
so
politically
yes,
stable.
at times, I think there was something that happened in Nigeria then. Okay, it was actually the Kanu War, the war between, it's a religious war between Christians and Muslims in Kanu. It happened in 1999. So many people use that as reason. Oh, my father was a pastor.
He was.
And he lost his life, so I'm an orphan. I lost my parents during that crisis, things like that. And it works for some people. But generally, if I'm to advise,
please do advise, because there are thousands.
People, don't come illegally.
Don't come in illegally.
Yes, don't. Because the suffering will be too much.
You know, and the truth is that a lot of people do not, a lot of people do not tell others the true,
of course,
the truths and the realities that they are experiencing abroad. Like you mentioned in your story that you had the expectation or the hope that when you get to Spain, you're going to buy a suit.
Of course.
So that you take pictures of that suit.
A specific type of suit. It's actually a short suit.
and that you would take a picture of the suit and send it back home.
Of course.
So let them know that you have arrived.
First expectation.
So could it be that a lot of people, when they migrate, their intention is to show others that they have arrived?
Well, not necessary. It might not be that in all cases. Fine, for some people that might be their situation. But then, as I was trying to advise, if someone needs to travel through a process that will allow you to live legally in where you are going. I used to recommend school for many people.
Myself, I came to Finland through the study route.
Okay, so many people will call me, do you have connection? I don't have connection. I will only send link of some schools I know to them. Because if you want to go through any agent, some agents will say they have work waiting for the person there. They have accommodation. These are all lies.
And it's quite frankly, when I moved to Finland in 2012, I had my own expectations. But I came here, I already had my permit while in Nigeria. I had my permit. I was granted a residence permit. Like you said,
yes.
I do not come in illegally. So I had the legal rights to travel to Finland. So I had it. And then I moved here, I started my program. I met very good companies who were able to set me aright, and make my process of integration, as smooth as possible. In the process of living here, there were now lots of people who wanted to migrate like I did.
Yeah.
And I authored a book then called The Secret of Free Education. But I realized that even while it was a book, I had written down every step that I had taken, all the schools in Finland that were offering tuition-free education, the schools that were, the programs that were tutored in English, the different locations, the application, all of this information were already out there in public. But I realized that a lot of people are not interested in doing their own part of the work. They just want you to plug it and play it while they do nothing. And many of them want, like you said, they are looking for contact. They want the quick fixes.
Of course.
Could it be that because of those who are interested in showing them the success stories, people just want to pay somebody to do the work for them, even though they get duped in the process by selling them a dream that is not true?
Let me take you back to Abuja. while I was living in Abuja, I tried to hustle as an estate agent.
Yes.
So we tried to get a properties for people to rent.
Yes.
In my own capacity.
Yes.
If you come to me, first I'll give you form to fill.
Mm-hmm.
And that form has charges. Then it was no more than 1,000 naira.
Okay.
27 years ago. So what it means is, whether I get a house for you or not, I've gotten some pay to cook at least a pot. So at least I've gotten something from you.
Yeah.
To cook at least for that day.
Yeah.
So what it means is, giving you a house now, it might take the next 1 month. Yes. I might not even give you, because all the one I have, you may not like it. Mm-hmm. But you have been committed.
Yes.
By paying the
1,000.
The fee.
Yeah, the fee.
So the same thing is what agent does. Some will tell you you are going to pay when your visa is out. Some will say, oh, this is the total package, it's 4 million naira. You will pay only 400,000 when the visa is out. So with that 400,000, they have gotten their own payment. You understand?
For the work that you have refused to do for yourself.
So the idea is, the visa might not even come out, but the agents have been paid.
Wow.
Whereas, there are easy routes through education that if you have the information, just with your phone or with your tablet, or go to a cyber cafe,
you can do it for yourself.
So that is the mistake people keep making. Agent that has never traveled, we promise you, we want to give you this. Yes, it does not make sense. Fine, some are trying, some does the job. I have a friend that is an agent. He has tried for himself several times.
He has
They have helped me secure visa for some people, but he has not been able to secure for himself and his family. After several attempts, he has not been able. But still, I have clients I gave to him, and their own came true.
2002, you got to Spain. 2025, today, you are living in Finland. That's 23 years abroad.
Yes.
Have you been able to achieve the greener pasture?
We are still hustling. we are still hustling. Yes, the idea is, I said what happened to me before, but thanks to God, I'm okay, so to say. Seeing my family, if it's only them I'll be taking care of, is something.
Aha.
I don't know if you understand from that point. So see my children grow. My daughter is in the higher institution now. My children are Spanish nationalities, and they're also Finland nationalities, Finnish citizens.
Yes.
So that alone is an achievement for me.
And these are
so taking the material part of it out. Of course, material, I'm still okay.
I like the fact that you contextualize it.
Of course.
So the greener pastures were not so green. Nonetheless, from your own story,
I have achievements.
You have achievement that money cannot buy.
Of course.
And that for you is an accomplishment.
Exactly. So why I break it down like that? I'm still hustling.
Yes.
According to the expectation, by now we should be retired. You understand me? We should be retired.
After 23 years.
Yes. But then we are still working to take care of ourselves.
So does that mean that the realities are not true?
No, not, individual differences.
Okay.
That's it. I've seen people, an elder brother will bring the younger ones to Europe. The elder brother might not even have a legal resident permit. Why the younger one that will come through the elder one will be regularized? We have his resident permit. The elder one is here 4 or 5 years before he brought his younger one. And the younger one will be doing fine. The younger one will have to travel back to Nigeria first before the elder brother that helped him to come abroad. It happens, individual differences.
So
what I'm trying to say is, it might not be so green for me. Because, yes, it also depends on what we do. There are some people that have different ways of surviving. Some people don't leave their house. Their houses, they are inside their apartment, and they'll be receiving their money in their bank.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand that.
So choice, individual choices plays a role in the stories that we make as migrants.
And again, very importantly, we have to mention this.
Please go ahead.
There are many people in the pursuit of that greener pasture in the wrong way, end up having a room and parlor in some underground cells.
Wow.
Do you understand that? Yes. So I had a friend. We were very close. And we were working together. The company where we work, it was my partner. Every time you'll be talking about money. You understand me? I said, why not focus on this work? That person you are trying to admire, you don't know the source of his wealth. Fast forward, we were traveling one day. We passed through the correction center in the city where we live in Valencia. The prison.
Yeah.
It's like an estate, very beautiful. When you are in the highway, you'll be
beautiful.
Yes, of course. When you are in the highway, you'll be seeing that place. It's very beautiful. I told him, guy, look at that place. Do you know where that place is? He said, no. I said, that's the prison. He said, see, why sure? I said, yes, that's the prison. So if you don't keep your eyes simple, for real, if you don't keep your eyes simple, we'll be coming to visit you here. So that thing was, I told him that around 2004, no, 2005. In 2005, we got the resident permits. Together at the same time, we got our. He was working. He left his job and traveled to Nigeria to go and push drugs. So other of his friends, all of them donated money for that business. So on his way back, he transited in London and he was caught. Then the story was in Google. So what it means is if you put the name in Google, then you will see the story. The worth of drugs that was in his possession, they were actually two, was close to 300,000 pounds. So this is somebody that I've not, this is somebody that I've not stayed up to 4 years in Europe then, not up to 4 years. So if he had succeeded, even if they give him 10,000 pounds or 20,000 pounds as his own share for bringing it, that's money. So we that were doing menial job, how long can we work that type of money? So that's why I say individual differences. So some people, greener pasture can be within 2 years, 3 years.
Why some can be 23
years? There is this, at times when I'm watching some videos of some people that will come from abroad to Nigeria, the way they will gift people, they can give somebody a car worth 150 million.
Yes.
I've been wondering, is it not the same abroad? Yes, for real. It's not the same abroad where we are living. But then I will put myself together and say, well, I don't know what they are doing.
To earn their own money.
So if you see any person flaunting money,
showing
using cars worth 100 million naira, it's not what we are doing in abroad that they are doing. It's not. Because no person that is working secularly, normal, even if you are earning 3,000 euros in a month, you have your expenses.
And now that you mentioned it, you know, living abroad here too has also taught me that the money I earn is not my money until the government gets their own fair share.
Of course. Of course.
The taxation.
That is it.
Like sometimes you can even get the money into your account and then later you have to remit a part of that one that you have already received
to them.
Because why they go about the taxation checks after a while. Sometimes it takes them, it could be value-added taxes for those who are who do businesses, or it could be, other expenses that were communicated but were not balanced as at the time the tax year ended. It could be like the cost of commute, or it could be renovation in the house that you live in. So by the time they put all of these numbers together, it can take 2 years, 3 years afterwards, and then you get an email telling you,
a letter you have,
telling you that money you have consumed and forgotten.
That is it.
You need to pay back.
That is it. I remember here in Finland, there was a time during the corona, I traveled to Nigeria for my mother's funeral, and the lockdown met me in Nigeria. So I was there for 5 months. So my wife had to complain. My husband is not here, to the social office here. And they were giving her some money.
Okay.
House support, they call it house support.
Yes, yes.
So when I returned to Finland, we had to go and meet them. I said, I'm back. They keep paying the money. It got to a time, after 1 year, they asked us to bring some papers. We gave them papers. I'm working my pay slip and everything. They keep paying for another 1 year.
Yeah.
So after that 2 years, we refused to send them papers again.
Okay.
It was actually my wife that refused.
Okay.
Left with me, who sent. What was my wife's reason? She said she don't want to collect this money and later they will ask her to pay back. As far as I'm working, she's working.
There is no need to.
We don't need it. They wrote us letter to apply. I was telling my wife, but at least we are applying. They are the one to decide. We are sending them papers. We are not hiding anything. But see, my wife says we don't need it. And I agreed to her.
No, she's a very smart woman.
So if you are not careful, you eat,
you will swallow,
and later you
vomit the one you are. It was from you that I learned this Benin proverb. They say meat where you no go chop inside, make you no use your teeth share am.
Of course.
So it's very important that if you are for us that are living in Finland and those who are living in other parts of Europe, even the benefit you receive today, in a couple of years, if they put all the numbers together, the country have a right, to ask you to refund the excesses that were paid to you. I have been there, and in some situations, you might even find it difficult to repay them as at the time that they made, that demand is made. And then so for those who go about flaunting money, or for instance, in their own greener pastures, you never can tell their source of their income.
And another thing, some people go to Africa, because it's not only Nigeria.
Yes.
They go to Africa to flaunt money that is not even their own. Yes.
But they say, person where they count money where they know.
Some borrow that money from the bank.
Aha.
Some they are working normally.
Yeah.
And they might have 1 month vacation in a year.
Yes.
So for that 1 month, the little they have saved, they will borrow from the bank and travel. So the next 1 year, that money they spent just 3 weeks in Nigeria,
or in Ghana, or in
yes, they are going to pay it back for the next 1 year. At times, for the next 3 years, they are paying that money with interest. So that is me on my own.
But why do they do it? If you are struggling and living a harsh reality in the country that you are in as a migrant, why then do you go back to show off?
Okay. That's people's mentality. I'm coming back, let me come back in a grand style. And also their families are expecting so much from them. For example, I have some friends, every month, help me with this, I'll say, help me with this. Then when I'm visiting Nigeria, they will be asking me for money. No. From the salary I've been working, I've been supporting you. So there is no extra one saved to give you. So at the end of the month, you ask me for this, I give you. So coming to Nigeria, whatever I have is for me. Because if I spend that, you want to do this, you want to do this, your house is leaking, I spend that for other purpose, I will end up begging before I will come back to Europe. You understand me? So it depends on individual. Some people are ready to show off. I don't know where they are getting their money. Those money they used to show off, I don't know. All I know, I do my legal job. The little I make, take care of my family. If I can save and go to Nigeria to rest and do one or two, I'm okay.
So if after 23 years living abroad, living in Finland, living in Spain, what is one thing that you would personally say these 23 years has taught you that you can tell people who are intending to live 23 years abroad?
Well, I will advise, or from my own experiences, sew your coat according to your size, personally. Okay, I don't impress anyone. Because if you want to impress, you will have a problem. In most cases, to impress other people, you must live beyond your means to be able to impress other people. That is why people that are into social media, they'll say they have a social media life and they have their personal life. Yes, because from my experience, as you say, I've traveled within Europe, right? I will say this. There was one time I went to France.
Okay.
I actually went to buy cars and take them to Spain. I do car business. I go to Portugal, I go to Spain, and to France to buy. Then I'll truck them to Spain. So I was in a town called Grenoble in France, near Lyon. I spent like a week there. So we were talking with some Nigerian people. One of them came, "Oh, David, don't catch me today." I was like, I was trying to understand who he's talking about. I found out that it was socials that gave his wife house. He's not supposed to be there. So now the social king, they have their own spare key. Imagine somebody's in the room, they open the door and come in, they will not knock. So as they open and enter, they saw the guy there. They were asking the woman, "Who is this guy? What is he doing here?" The guy was like, I look, as I see my son, he never take a barb hair. I just said the barber. I took my bag and went out. I was ashamed of myself listening to that story, considering where I'm coming from in Spain, where we hustle.
Yeah.
Somebody is here, you are inside your house. It's not even his house. The house given to his woman. Another person, in the name of a social worker, will open the door.
Wow.
And come
in France?
Yes.
Without knocking?
Yes. And the guy says he have to quickly
become somebody else.
Yes. He just quickly, "Oh, I'm the barber. I came to barber." He took his bag and went out. So he said it in public. All of them could relate with it. But me that is visiting that place, it was so strange to me.
To the different life for you?
Of course.
To a different reality?
Of course.
Wow.
Let me also take you back. I used to go to Italy. I go to prison market in Napoli to buy wares. It's a very big street market. So I was also, there's a town called Casavatuno. You can Google it out. Casavatuno.
Oh, Casavatuno.
Yes.
Okay.
The first time I got there, in the evening, I was in a shop with my friend, my host. I saw a big interstate bus, those luxury bus, full of Africans. You know, the complete some were standing, holding, you know how it is, not the normal interstate. I kept quiet. I saw another one, so I have to ask my friend, where are these? Are they coming from Chatter? Yes.
Broad daylight?
Yes, in the evening around 6, 7.
Okay.
Are they coming from Chatter? I said, no, it's just normal. The bus is coming from Rome. So that town is like 1 hour away from Rome. Okay. No, from Napoli, the Casavatuno. So it's coming from Napoli Centrale, the way they call it, Central Bus Station in Napoli. I said, why is it full with only African people? He said, it's just a normal bus. So what does that mean? That town
It's filled.
All the Italians have abandoned the town.
Now, only blacks live there.
And I saw something I've not seen for many years in Spain. In one major road, up to 15 churches, African churches, with that loudspeaker, megaphone,
yes.
Outside.
In Spain?
No, Italy.
Okay, Italy. Okay.
You understand? So I was like, on a Sunday like this, driving past a major road, you hear different.
Noise.
Yes, that was one. Another thing I noticed in that town, why I says depending on how people see greener pastures from beginning. The very day I was going to that town, the guy that's supposed to pick me up, he did not come. He sent his wife and another guy to pick me up. It was when I later saw him, he showed me his leg. He has injury in his leg. Police pursued him that day because of what he's selling. You see, like, I was like, I became very scared. Because all my life I've not seen that kind of thing before.
Yes.
So, every time we go out, sit in shops, each of the shops, whether hairdressing salon, whether mechanic workshop, they said beer, alcohol. So you see men, Nigerians, drinking from morning to night. It's just normal. Let me shock you. They asked one woman, Madam Fa, good morning, God. He said, this school. The man responded, again, prison. So,
wait.
oh, you did not understand.
The prison that they call school for Italy.
Yes, it's just normal.
Hey!
That was one. The man asked me again, he said yes. That was one scenario. Another scenario, one guy was standing with us outside. Another one came. They come. He ran inside. He was in house arrest. So he came out from his house just to come and receive fresh air. And somebody pranked him.
Then they come.
And he ran inside. So what am I trying to say? We are all Africans. There are some people that are the way they live their life is different, depending on locality, the area.
Where they go, you depending on where you go seeking your greener pastures, you are going to find different people who might influence.
You are in Finland.
Yes.
Do you know that there are so many areas, you go to a bar, you see Nigeria, bros, make I take one bottle now. Just the way it is in Africa.
In Finland?
No. I mean in some areas.
Yes, in some countries.
Some countries. Talk of Spain, talk of Italy, talk of Belgium, talk of France. Just a beer of €1, it will be begging another person. Do you know that there are people that play draft money tonight in abroad? Yes, I'm serious.
So why they can't leave Nigeria? Why did they leave Nigeria if this was the life they were coming to?
So if we want to keep talking about this thing, we will spend 2-3 hours here.
No, because
the greener pasture.
The point is, we know that part of what people do not realize is that they are abroad, or the migration, or the greener pasture they are aiming to achieve also come with untold parts of the stories.
Exactly.
Like many people who are living this life or who are living abroad have had diverse experiences that they do not tell people.
Exactly.
It's not only, you're not only going to wear the suit and go to the office or wear the name tags and work in those multinational corporations. There are other stories that people don't get to know. And it's usually majority of the people who travel abroad end up in those stories that are not being told.
Exactly. One thing, like the part of Europe where we live now, Finland, what you have experienced here is just a normal school life. You go to work, you enter your house. But there are areas in the same Europe that people must have to go to beer parlor. Some people just go to African shop, they are not going to buy something, just to sit down, to gossip, to talk, to see if they will see somebody that will take one plantain chips now, maybe take one your mouth. Yes. There are people like that.
Is it now that you mentioned Finland, that people go to school and come back home? Could it be that migrants do not have very good social lifestyle here?
I would say yes.
No social lifestyle in Finland for migrants.
I can also generalize because you and I know we live in a small town, right, in Finland. In my own case, I don't enjoy social life here. Apart from inviting few friends to the house, we eat together, or few friends inviting me. I've been here for 8 years. The only gathering I've attended with the music was my surprise anniversary I did for my family. And you were there,
yes,
3 years ago.
Yes. Wow.
You understand me? So that's the only major gathering.
As a Nigerian and as an African, we tend to be alive, energetic.
Sure.
What happens to that energy in Finland among our community?
As I said before, I use myself as an example.
Yes,
there are some people that still enjoy that social life, even in Finland, even in this small city where we live. But me on my own.
Who do they enjoy it with?
Of course, you are an example. Every time I see people come to your cathedral, it's like, no, that's true. But still, it's still in a small setting.
Exactly.
But back to Spain, like when I did my wedding, I live in Valencia. A musician came from Madrid, 350 kilometers to perform live for me.
In your wedding?
Yes.
Do you think we can have such here in Finland?
Of course. So what am I trying to say? Spain is steady. Some people will be having, listen, some people will be having funeral of their parents in Nigeria. Maybe somebody lost his father. The burial is going on in Nigeria. In Spain, they are partying with live band, with normal ashwebi, and everything.
When you say it that way, it means that it is not personal. It's not in Spain that is already a communal existence of energy.
Of course.
And now, relating it to Finland, that you have lived for 8 years, you made mention that it is the one that you personally arranged that hits that level of energy.
Course.
Now, what I'm asking is it that the Nigerian, the African communities do not maintain that energy when they are in Finland? Or could it be that the Finnish society do not allow such a fraternity, such a community, such a social integration? Or is the environment not conducive? I mean, is it only school that people come here to do?
I will explain. I would not want to generalize.
Yes.
I would not want to generalize.
Okay.
So the social life I'm not enjoying, or that I'm not experiencing, other people might be experiencing it. You understand me? So that's why I can't say, oh, in Finland, we don't do this. If I'm not enjoying that social life, that does not mean other people are not doing it. I've seen pictures and videos of the Igbo community having their yearly festivals.
Yes,
in a grand style.
In Finland, yes.
Even in this our small city.
Yes.
Hosting the Igbos.
Yes.
I'm
a part of that.
Okay.
I'm a part of the Igbo community.
That's why I said I cannot generalize it. So if I'm not enjoying that social life, fine, the one my capacity
the Igbos are not the only Nigerians.
That's just
in Finland.
Example.
Is there a Nigerian community that finds a way to put Nigerians together in terms of social integration?
Of course, even African community. For example, talking about football, every year in Helsinki, the capital city, there is a competition within African countries.
Okay.
Football.
Okay.
So what that means is it's like a league. It's like a league, African league, with different African countries represented. So that is why I can already talk about the social aspect in a general sense.
Okay. No, I get it. I know, personally, I like to chop live. And I like to be in a community where there is energy.
I have a friend in Turuku. He's a psychiatric doctor.
Okay.
I used to see his WhatsApp status on Facebook, different videos in the Igbo community that is posting. Some in form of a carnival, different things.
In Turuku.
He lives in Turuku, but he's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, the community is everywhere.
Please, you will tell me his name. I need to know him.
His name is Paul.
Paul.
Yes, he's a psychiatric doctor. I have 2 girls, 2 daughters.
Paul, I know one Paul in Turuku, a very good friend of mine. We met at
he
one.
He played football. This one, he's a footballer, a professional footballer.
The Paul I know moved to, I think he first lived in Norway and then moved.
No, this one is still in Turuku.
A professional. No, he moved from Norway to, I don't know if it's Norway or Denmark, but he moved from Norway to Finland.
No.
He said he has 2 daughters.
Yes.
Are they mixed?
Mixed, yes.
Do you know his surname?
Ezuroye, no.
Ezuronye?
No, not Ezuroye, but something like that. But I can get it after this. I can let you know.
I know of one Paul, Ahoronye.
He's the guy. So that's the guy that told me some years ago that he has bought his ticket to travel 3 times to Nigeria. He already bought 3 different tickets for different period of time ahead.
I know Paul.
So he's my friend. You understand? So what am I trying to say? I see his updates. He's enjoying life. At times he go for camping, they go to forests, go everywhere. With groups,
yes.
With families and all that. So social life of individuals vary.
Okay. That's a fine point. That's a fine point. We are going to take a break. We're going to hang it now, and then we come back.
Okay.
See you.